Hello, hello, hello. Actually, should we go in? Yes. No. This is my burritos, alright? These are my burritos. Yeah, you can have some once I start eating, but I'm not eating yet. Yeah. Shh. I'm streaming. We've live. They can hear you. Either that or I'm just talking to myself and they can't hear you. Can y'all hear my dog? Suki, please. Oh, by the way, y'all should vote for my dog for America's favorite pet of 2025. Shh. I'm promoting you. Gosh. Oh my god. You can hear her? Oh my god. Alright, so right now, we're gonna do a little reaction while I eat my food, because I just got home from work. Oh my god, work was something. I'll tell you what. It was something. Okay. I worked with Yapper again today. I knew I worked with him, but oh my god, I was not prepared to work with him again. I was not ready. Oh my god. Yeah, I was not ready. Anyway, what we're gonna be reacting to right now is... Let me do my introduction! Okay, so while I eat my burritos, we're going to be... There we go, that's probably gonna track better. We're gonna watch Why Blue's Clues is a Fantasy Inside of Law and Order Theory by Alex Bale. This video is on Alex Bale's channel. I'll put it in the description or whatever if this turns into like a video that we put up. Oh my god. This girl, can you not? Can you not? Please, please. Okay. Shall we hit play? Maybe she'll leave me alone if well. I loved Blue's Clues when I was younger.
Hi there.
Oh my god.
Blue's Clues
Oh
is
my
an
god.
educational...
Hold on. Y'all, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Forgot to change it to my headset. Okay.
Children's TV show about a man named Steve who lives in a magical world where he spends his day talking to inanimate objects, jumping through picture frames, and trying to find clues to help understand his magical blue dog. Law and Order is a gritty, realistic police procedural / legal drama that involves New York City homicide detectives trying to solve murders and prosecute criminals. These two shows are very different. You could not find two shows more polar opposite than Blue's Clues and Law and Order. And yet, despite this, not only do I believe that these two shows exist in the same universe, but I'm also going to be proving that the entire Blue's Clues show is actually just a fantasy inside of the mind of a single Law and Order side character. Yes, I am being serious. I know that sounds crazy, but just stick with me. Because I'm pretty sure that I have discovered a 29-year-old secret that has never been talked about before today. Get ready, because this is
Dude, I'm
the
so
Blue's
ready.
Clues Law and Order
I'm so hyped right
theory.
now. Let's go, dude. That was such a cool intro.
By far, the most common type of fan theory is the dream theory. The idea that everything happening in a story is actually all just inside of a character's head, whether they're stuck in a coma, or they're dreaming, or hallucinating, or they're actually dead. Pretty much every piece of media has some kind of
we gotta react
dream
to that
theory.
Adventure
And
Time
it's
one.
sort of the lazy,
I love Adventure
low-hanging fruit of fan theories. You can just apply it to literally anything, and usually there's never actually any evidence besides, "Whoa, this show is so crazy and unrealistic. That must mean it's a dream." And surprisingly, the show that seems to have the most of these types of fan theories is Blue's Clues. You got Steve is actually schizophrenic, Steve is actually in a mental asylum, Steve is actually a drug addict, Steve is actually in prison, Steve is actually a murderer who killed his parents. Oh my god. Even I made a parody of these theories back in 2017.
Dude, I've never heard any
So
of
yeah,
these.
it's a pretty basic, normal kid show. Steve, a 30-year-old schizophrenic who killed his parents, pretends to be a kid.
You know, that was before I dedicated my life to making fan theories about kid shows. And look, I understand the appeal of these types of theories. It's fun to take something innocent from your childhood and give it a dark, edgy plot twist. That's kind of literally my job right now. But why are there so many of these theories about specifically Blue's Clues? Well, I think it's because everything about this show has always felt fake. Steve is the only real person in this world. He looks like a young adult, but he acts like a child. And he lives alone in a house where he spends his day jumping into picture frames or talking to unseen voices or inanimate objects. It just kind of sounds like I'm describing someone who is experiencing some kind of false reality. Even the way Steve moves around is strange. He never actually leaves the room. He just kind of pretends to walk in place while this fantasy world moves around him.
Come on.
Obviously, that was more of a filming limitation, but it still adds to this feeling of fakeness.
I love it.
But other than these surface-level weird vibes the show gives off, there's never actually been any strong evidence to prove one of these theories. And believe me, I and others have looked. It has been 28 years since this show first came out. You know, you'd think if there was actually some kind of smoking gun here, we would have found it by now. But what if that's because we've all been looking
I didn't realize how old
in the
Blue's
wrong
Clues
place?
was.
So, the other day, I stumbled
how is
upon
sound?
an interesting piece of Blue's...
Hold on, let me pause. How is sound and everything? I haven't heard any complaints or anything. Am I too loud? Is the video too loud? Give me feedback, bro, please. Okay, I'm pressing play.
Clues trivia. A year after Steve Burns filmed the Blue's Clues pilot, he had a small role in an episode of Law and Order. And I thought the idea of seeing Steve from Blue's Clues in a gritty, realistic cop show was kind of funny. So
Can you hear me crunching on my lettuce right now? Can you hear the lettuce crunch? Shh. I'm trying to see if they can hear lettuce crunch. Oh wait, I don't think there's any more lettuce in this bite. No, there's no lettuce in this bite. Damn. Oh, I'm pressing play.
I decided to track down the 1995 episode titled Cruel and Unusual. Just a heads up, this episode deals with some pretty serious subject matter, so please proceed with caution.
Will do, Mr.
In this
YouTube
episode,
man.
Steve Burns plays a kid with autism named Kevin Jeffries.
Good morning, how are you? Great. What time is it?
Oh, I think I've seen clips of this.
No, it's 10:18.
We learn that Kevin has trouble communicating with others and often harms himself. So his parents sent him to live in a children's behavioral clinic.
Just what was the behavioral clinic doing for him?
Can you hear the lettuce crunch? Oh, I'm sorry, I was really close to the microphone. Can you hear the lettuce crunch? I'm gonna give you a burrito lettuce ASMR real quick. Can you hear it? My tracking stopped a little bit, but okay, I'm gonna press play.
Kevin was 10. He started to hurt himself.
We didn't know what to do.
We couldn't keep Kevin here. We had to send him away.
We later find out that the doctors at this clinic were horribly mistreating him by giving him intense electroshock therapy and forcing him to wear a sensory deprivation helmet for days.
He kept Kathy in this helmet for 3 straight days. This helmet cut off the blood supply to our daughter's brain.
The episode starts with Kevin after he's escaped from the facility, but tragically he gets arrested and later succumbs to the injuries sustained from his abuse and dies.
Blood clot.
I think the kid's dead.
And the rest of the episode follows the detectives investigating his death. So yeah, this is a very sad and serious episode, and it deals with some real systemic issues that are still a problem today. And like I was saying, this show is clearly very different than Blue's Clues. But what I find interesting about this is that for years, people have been trying to prove that Steve is actually in prison or a mental facility, and now we have this piece of media where we see Steve's actor in that exact position, and as far as I'm aware, no one's ever really talked about this. I mean,
wait,
sure,
I didn't even
Kevin's
notice that was
not
him.
Schizophrenic,
I didn't even realize that was him,
but
bro.
seeing as how
What?
he was being abused and put into sensory deprivation for days where he couldn't hear or see anything, you can kind of imagine that anyone in that position might try to escape to some kind of fantasy inside of their head. So yeah, I thought this was an interesting coincidence, but at the end of the day, that's kind of all it was.
Bruh.
Like, obviously, just because the same actor shows up in 2 different shows doesn't mean they're actually connected. But then, I took a closer look at this episode, and I started to notice more and more weird similarities between Kevin and Steve. At first, it just started with some little things. We are told by Kevin's parents that he was learning to draw.
Thanks to him, Kevin was learning to draw.
And in every episode of Blue's Clues, Steve
you're
draws
so right.
his handy-dandy
He draws everything.
Handy-dandy?
Notebook.
Notebook. Let's draw a rectangle.
Let's go.
And there.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Okay, but so what? Lots of kids like to draw. But we are also told that when Kevin harmed himself, he was strapped to a chair.
We put them in a chair, and then we hold them there using soft cuffs.
And in every episode of Blue's Clues, Steve spends a lot of time in his thinking chair.
We're ready to sit
He
in our
Thinking chair.
His thinking chair.
Now
the
that we're in
chair.
our thinking chair, let's think.
And then, when Kevin escaped the facility, he kept asking people what time it was.
What time is it? 10:15. What time?
How you doing today, huh?
What time?
Now, it is common for some people with autism to rely on specific schedules or routines, but
I do that.
what time it is also really important in Blue's Clues.
What time is it?
What time is it now?
Steve has a cleanup time,
We just had cleanup time.
a nap time.
It's Blue's nap time.
Now it's time for so long. There's a talking clock. And most of all, every day, Steve has
Mail time. Let's go, mail time. Mail time.
Hey, Blue, the mail's here.
So yeah, there's some weird similarities here, but nothing actually concrete. I didn't really start to take any of this seriously until I realized. After Kevin escaped, we are told that he went to a movie theater. And guess what he did in the theater?
Movie started at 10. He was out of here by 10 after 10. Got out of his seat, walked into the screen.
Kevin got out of his seat and tried to walk into the screen. Doesn't that sound exactly like Steve Blueska-doing into a picture?
Blueska-doo, we can do.
Got out of his seat, walked into the screen.
This kind of feels like more than a coincidence. So this is when I first started to
walked
consider,
into the
is it
screen or,
really
like,
possible
tried to
that
walk into
Kevin
the screen?
Jeffries from Law &
Or did
Order
he actually
is the
walk
real
into the
Steve,
screen?
and Blue's Clues is all a fantasy he created to escape his abusive reality. Okay, I know you're
that's
not
wild.
convinced yet, and to be honest, neither was I, but don't worry, we are just getting started. Kevin's behavioral clinic is in New York City, and the one-time
That's just the start. Hold on, I need another bite. Ow. Okay.
characters actually leave the Blue's Clues fantasy world and go to the real world, they end up in New York.
Blue's Clues in New York City?
This is epic!
Also, in the very first episode of Blue's Clues, we can see a newspaper from the New York Times inside of Steve's house, strongly implying that's actually where he lives. We can also see objects from Blue's Clues in Kevin's life. In Kevin's parents' house, we see a very large salt and pepper shaker, just like Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Hi, Mr. Salt and
Okay,
Mrs.
isn't
Pepper. Hello.
that feels a little, like, too much of a jump, if I'm being honest. Does, like, everybody has salt and pepper in their kitchen, right? That feels a little... I don't know.
Hello, Steve.
And in the clinic, we can see a red bucket, just like Steve's friend, Pale.
Hello, Pale.
Hi, Steve.
Also, when Steve left the show to go to college, he left on a blue bus.
Okay.
And when Kevin escaped the clinic, in his pocket, he had a schedule for the Greyhound,
Amtrak schedule, Greyhound schedules.
which is also a
A
blue
blue
bus.
bus.
Alright, those are some more interesting connections, but you're probably still not completely sold yet, right?
No.
Well, check this out.
Okay.
When Steve eventually
checking
left
it
the
out.
show to go to college, he was replaced by his younger brother Joe,
Oh, hi. It's me, Steve's brother Joe.
and later
Hi,
Joe got replaced by their cousin Josh.
Hi, it's me,
Hi.
Josh.
And
Josh.
not only does Kevin also have a younger brother, but at the
Wait,
clinic
what?
there is a nurse named Joe
What's your name? Joe Garvey. Joe Garvey, you're under arrest for assault.
and an occupational therapist named Josh.
Take a look
What?
at the amended complaint. An occupational therapist, Josh Bingham, was dropped.
I think that Kevin is taking aspects from his real life, like the objects or the names of the people working at the clinic, and applying them to his fantasy. Also, this one is less impressive, but the name Kevin is also the name of the Blue's Clues UK host.
Hello out there. It's me, Kevin.
Also,
Kevin.
check this out. Kevin's behavioral clinic has the same initials as Blue's Clues. Yeah? That one's also not that impressive, I know. But wait. If this theory is true, and all of this is just inside of Kevin's head, then why does the main character of his fantasy keep changing?
Hi, come on in. Hi, come on in. Hi, come on in.
Well, at first, I thought
True.
maybe Joe and Josh could actually just be from two different kids who took Kevin's spot in the clinic after he died. But the clinic gets shut down at the end of the episode.
You made them close the clinic.
So they would all have to be from Kevin. But why? Well, we're told that Kevin has tried to escape from the
Okay.
clinic before.
Well, we called the police this morning as soon as the clinic told us that Kevin ran away. He's done this before.
So what if every time a host leaves Blue's Clues, it's
They've
actually
escaped
Kevin
the-
trying to escape the clinic, and when he's inevitably put back inside,
He's done this before.
his fantasy resets with a new Blue's Clues host.
Hi, come on in. Hi, come on in. Hi, come on in.
Okay, so there is
Interesting.
a surprising amount of
Interesting.
connections here. You can't deny that. But it still kind of feels like we're missing something. Like,
A little
I can
bit,
see
yeah.
why Kevin would imagine a fun, colorful world to escape his abuse, but why is Kevin's fantasy so focused on playing a scavenger hunt game with a blue dog? As far as I can tell, there's nothing similar to that in this episode. Well, I think to answer this, we need to take a closer look at what Blue's Clues actually is.
Hey, yo.
At the beginning of the Law & Order episode, Kevin's doctor explained to the detectives why Kevin harmed himself.
It's pretty common with some autistic children. It's frustration because of their inability to communicate.
It's frustrations because of his inability to communicate. Now, autism is a spectrum,
Understandable.
and it's a lot more
Understandable.
complicated and nuanced than the way TV shows like this tend to portray it. But it is true that some people with autism have varying levels of difficulty communicating. And I think this becomes interesting when we take a look at
got
what
milk,
Blue's
Chad.
Clues actually is.
Well, what story should we tell? Great idea. We'll play Blue's Clues to figure out what story Blue wants us to tell.
It's a game where you try to
What?
understand Blue, a character who has an
Dude, y'all, I used to have a Blue's Clues computer game, and it was like the best game ever. we should, like... What the fuck is that? It's a tiny little fly. It's a little... Hold on, can I get it without knocking and breaking stuff? I got it. No, I didn't. Now I got it. Nope. Now I definitely did. He squished all over my finger. Ah, it's nasty. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I have this, like... I messed up my... Okay. I had this, like, Blue's Clues computer game. We should play it. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know if I still have it, but we should play it for sure, dude. For sure, dude.
Inability to communicate. This is literally the entire premise of the show. So I think that this is telling us that Blue represents the side of Kevin who struggles to...
Oh my god, have y'all played Putt-Putt's World? We should play that. I think I still have the discs. There's Putt-Putt Goes to the Zoo, Putt-Putt's Parade, what's another one? I think there's another one. Or is that the only two? I can't remember. But we should play those, dude. Do a little nostalgic stream, you know? That would be fun. I think we still have the discs. I just have to find them. Oh, I think they're... Basically, if you don't know who Putt-Putt is, he's a car. It's like he's a little car, and, like, you do these puzzles and stuff. I don't know. But I used to play it all the time when I was younger, and, like, we should play it, dude. We should stream it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm unpausing.
Communicate with others. Okay, but where did the idea for a blue dog come from? Like I said, I couldn't find any references to dogs in this episode. The closest visual was this vaguely blue drawing in Kevin's room that I can't really make out, or this teddy bear that kind of had a similar pattern to Blue, but nothing really concrete, which is weird because Blue is such a major part of this fantasy. But then I realized it doesn't matter if we can't find a direct connection, because in Blue's Clues, Steve didn't actually adopt Blue. In a flashback episode of Blue's Clues, we learned that when Steve was younger, he read a book about a blue dog.
It's a book about a puppy.
Which caused Blue to magically come to life.
What?
And I think this is also probably what happened with Kevin.
I didn't know
We see that the Children's Behavioral Clinic is full of what we can reasonably assume are children's books. Maybe there's a book in here that also gave Kevin the idea for a blue dog, just like Steve. In fact, this idea of a children's book giving Kevin ideas for his fantasy is exactly what we see at the start of the Blue's Clues intro.
Oh, whoa. I didn't even realize that.
Hi, it's me, Steve.
Every single episode of Blue's Clues starts with a stack of children's books in the real world, before going inside of a book called Blue's Clues where the episode takes place.
I never
the
even
show literally tells us every
that.
episode that Steve's world is fake and comes from a book. And I think this real world full of children's books is actually the Law & Order Behavioral Clinic. And if this is true, that also means that there's probably a book literally called Blue's Clues in the clinic that Kevin is basing his fantasy off of. So even if we never see a blue dog or even hear the name Steve in this Law & Order episode, Kevin still could have gotten all of those ideas from an existing Blue's Clues book in the clinic. Now, the only thing that doesn't really fit with this idea is mail time.
Hello, mailbox. Hi, Steve. Have I got a letter for you?
Sure, maybe the talking purple mailbox was just something from the book, but there's no way Steve watching videos of kids in the real world would be something in a children's book.
Look, it's a letter from our
it's a little
friends.
interesting to have in a
This is
children's
where
book.
we play with our blocks. This goes that way.
So, what are these videos?
Wow,
Well, the behavioral clinic is full of other children.
You want to see what a good day is for some of these kids?
So I think these videos are Kevin's perception of the other kids. There is just an undeniable amount of connections and similarities between this episode and this show. It just really feels like Blue's Clues is all a fantasy inside of Kevin Jeffries' head. But at this point, you're probably wondering, could any of this actually be intentional?
What do you mean, intentional?
Like, if this theory is true, does that mean that the entire plot of Blue's Clues was actually secretly based on this one random episode of Law & Order? I'll admit, that seems unlikely, especially since this episode came out a year after the Blue's Clues pilot was filmed. I think it's a lot more likely that if this was intentional, then it was probably just the Law & Order creators deciding to secretly connect these two shows on their own. Maybe just because they thought it would be funny, I don't know. Or maybe it's some weird mixture of both, because even years after this episode came out, Blue's Clues does still seem to weirdly line up with it. I honestly don't know. And to be fair, this could all still just be a bunch of weird coincidences and that's it. But regardless of the creator's intent,
I don't even know what to say right now. My brain
you know?
is
And
blown,
it makes
dude.
talking about Blue's Clues a lot more interesting. And at the end of the day, I think that's kind of the point of all of these edgy Blue's Clues fan theories. And this was originally where I planned on ending this video. But there was still one lingering question that was bothering me. If Blue's Clues really is just inside of Kevin Jeffries' head, then what about when Kevin died at the beginning of the episode? I mean, I guess we can just say that the entire Blue's Clues timeline takes place before Kevin's death, and if the show ever gets canceled, then we can just say that that is when Kevin died and the fantasy ended. But what if I told you we've already seen Kevin's death inside of Blue's Clues?
What?
So I recently watched the new Blue's Clues movie from 2022 called Blue's Big City Adventure.
And
not only did I find even more similarities between this movie and the show, but I believe that this...
Why does he look like that? Why does he look like that? Chat, why does he look like that? I didn't even know this movie was a thing, I'm gonna be honest with you.
This movie is showing us the day that Kevin died and the true end of the Blue's Clues timeline.
Okay. The death of Kevin Jeffries.
So, this movie is about Josh, the newest host of Blue's Clues, going on a big adventure to audition for a Broadway musical in New York City.
Who's the rainbow dog?
We are definitely not in storybook world anymore.
It's kind of what you'd expect out of a modern-day Blue's Clues movie.
Okay,
he
he's
goes on a
cute.
journey to the real world and gets lost. There's lots of wacky hijinks, but in the end, he finds his way and gets the part.
Okay, he is kind of cute. He does look kind of cute in that. He does look kind of cute in that. I don't know, what is it? What's it called? The movie poster. It didn't give... Blue looked weird in it.
If you watch this movie with this theory in mind, so many things take on a whole new meaning. The first thing that immediately caught me off guard was the opening song. It's a brand new day. This song is about starting the day.
Dude, I wish I could get ready that quick.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
And literally, the first thing we hear Kevin Jeffries say is good morning.
So is Donovan. Good morning, how are you?
Despite it clearly being night, we also hear this line in Josh's song.
This life is just like a beautiful dream.
This life is just like a beautiful dream. Interesting. And while Josh sings, the other characters keep telling him to wake up.
Wake up! Wake up!
It's a brand new day.
Right away, this movie feels different, like it's trying to draw attention to the fact that this world is just Kevin's fantasy and it's time for him to leave it. Josh leaves his fantasy world to go to the audition in New York, just like how Kevin escapes the clinic at the start of the episode.
Oh, I don't like
and
it.
Just like Kevin, Josh immediately seems very disoriented by the outside world.
Dude, literally me.
Until, of course, his fantasy starts to take over to protect him from reality.
Oh, dude, I wish my fantasies could take over to protect me from reality.
But
dude,
what's interesting about...
Why was he so zesty with it? Did you see it? He was so zesty with it. Watch this cop dance.
Until, of course, his fantasy starts to take over to protect him from reality.
I went back too far, my bad. Look at him go.
But what's interesting about this movie is that for the very first time ever, we get these little glimpses of Blue's Clues from other people's perspectives.
Don't you think tomato mustard? Oh. Lovely to meet you. Whoa! Mr. Salt! Mrs. Pepper! Am I glad to see you? Oh my God!
Like I said, this movie feels different. We learn that Josh's audition is at 3 o'clock, and the whole movie is just him trying to find the audition before time runs out.
It's almost time for my audition. Oh my gosh. We don't have much time, Blue.
Could this be why Kevin kept asking people what time it was?
What time is it? What time? What time?
Josh also doesn't know where his audition is. All he knows is that it's in a theater somewhere.
Excuse me. Do you know the address to the theater? Which theater? I don't know which theater.
Maybe this is why Kevin went to a movie theater after he escaped, because he thought it was his Broadway audition. Now, in the Law & Order episode, shortly after leaving the theater, Kevin gets arrested and tragically dies in police custody. But that's not what happens in this movie. Josh goes to the theater and gets the part.
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Poison for
But instead of him leaving and dying like Kevin, we immediately cut to him performing the musical in a big climactic finale.
My dream is a reality.
Make your dreams a reality,
if this
chat.
movie really is Kevin's final escape, then what if this is what Kevin experiences as he dies?
Oh my god, it's heaven. Oh my god. Oh my god.
A massive final magical song where he's surrounded by all of the friends from his fantasy. The only people who ever really understood him.
Oh my god, this is dark.
Even the old hosts show up for this final send-off for Kevin.
And thank you for making this a day and an adventure that I will never forget.
I'll
never this feels so dark.
How you helped me find all those clues. Thanks again for all your help.
Chat, I'm getting chills.
Really. Now it's over.
No, like, I'm for real getting chills. I don't know if it's just like getting cold in here or if it's the background music.
Where Kevin Jeffrey's story ends. Now, I know this final movie theory maybe doesn't have as much evidence as the rest of my theory, but regardless, I like thinking that maybe Kevin found some peace in his final moments. And yeah, I know that this movie came out
like that
27
got so
years after the Law & Order episode, so it's probably a stretch to say that they're still connected. Wait, is that fucking B.D. Wong?
I'm the director of Rainbow Puppy's Broadway musical.
B.D. Wong from Law & Order SVU?
Oh my god!
Director of Josh's musical?
I'm not entirely comfortable labeling the suspect a serial killer. We want you to be the star of our Broadway show.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues.
Because this is my job. This is actually my job.
Oh my god.
Alright, that is my theory. Thank you so much for watching. Hope I didn't ruin Blue's Clues for you. Hey, thanks for 1 million subscribers. That's really cool. YouTube sent me this big golden rectangle.
Oh, look
so
at
I got that
wow,
now. Also,
yes, so
Steve
cool.
Burns is
so
kind of
cool.
active on the internet these days. So if by some chance you happen to see this Mr.
Congratulations
Steve Blues,
for that, bro.
I'm sure we would all love to hear your thoughts on this theory, even
Oh
if
my
that's
God,
just
did
him
you see
calling me
it?
crazy. I'm
I
fine.
would
I'll
love
take it.
to hear his
I
thoughts
got
on
more
that theory.
fan theories on the way. I'm doing a High School Musical one. Maybe
High School
a
Musical
Breaking Bad
one?
one. Seemed like people were interested in that. And I've got a bunch of other ideas I'm working on too. So subscribe to catch those. Make sure you hit the bell icon because sometimes YouTube just randomly decides not to tell people when I upload.
Okay.
Oh, is anyone watching this video? Did YouTube tell anyone I uploaded? I hope so.
I think. Hold on, chat. Okay. We can either start playing a game or do more reactions. What do y'all want to do? I don't know what game we would play. But what are y'all thinking? Actually, put it up here. No, put it down here. I'll make it bigger since we're in the room. Bada bing, bada boom. Chat is now in the corner. Okay. What do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to play more, or like play game? Or do y'all want to do more reaction videos? Y'all want to react. Let's see, what else does he have on here? The SpongeBob conspiracy. Oh, he's got like a lot of SpongeBob conspiracies. What? The SpongeBob conspiracy compilation with 8 new mini theories is 4 hours long. No, we can't. We can't. Oh, he has, yeah, the Magic School Bus. The Magic School Bus doppelganger theory. Y'all want to watch that? There's also the Pixar blooper theory and alternate. Oh my god, I can't. Alternative to the Pixar theory. What are you thinking, chat? What are you thinking? Silence. Nothing. Cool. I love you guys, chat. You're great. You're okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Avatar: The Last Airbender cabbage theory. Okay. Okay. Fuck you, chat. We're watching it. I don't care what y'all want. We're watching it.
Earth.
I love the cabbage guy. We gotta see this. My cabbages!
The cabbage merchant from Avatar: The Last Airbender
I love
is
the
a
cabbage
Fire
guy.
Nation
Let's go.
spy. And
What?
I believe he is the true villain of Avatar.
What?
Secretly orchestrating the events of both shows.
Oh
And also
my
I think he's
God.
cabbage bending. But we'll get to
Cabbage
that part later.
bending?
Now,
That's-
I know that
that's
sounds
my
crazy,
power.
but I promise you,
definitely-
this
that's
will
mine.
be the most convincing
So
Avatar
loud.
theory you will ever hear. This is cabbage theory.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, chat. Hold on. It feels a little loud. We'll turn it down a little bit.
So, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm guessing most people who clicked on this video have already seen it, but on the off chance you haven't, it's basically a show where some people can control one of the 4 elements. And the Avatar,
And
the
it's
only person who can master
fabulous.
all 4
It's such a
elements
good
has
show.
to stop
If y'all
the
haven't
Fire
seen it,
Nation
go
from
watch
taking
it.
over the world. But why would I possibly think that a random Earth Kingdom cabbage merchant is actually a Fire Nation spy? and a cabbage bender, but we'll get to that later. You know, he's just a funny running gag character. All we ever see him do is get his cabbages destroyed.
My cabbages!
My cabbages!
My cabbages! My cabbages!
Well,
me and my siblings make this joke all the time.
Many times throughout the show that there are Fire Nation spies.
He was probably trying to signal the Fire Navy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's a spy for the Fire Navy.
How do we know you're not Fire Nation spies?
Jet, he's just an old man.
He's Fire Nation. He was sent to eliminate me.
But strangely, we never actually see any of them. But at the same time,
True.
we know there must be spies out there because someone is giving Zuko very detailed information about the gang's whereabouts.
We're closing in on the Avatar's
True.
trail.
There have been multiple sightings of the Avatar.
Somehow Prince Zuko and the Fire Nation keep finding us.
And let me ask you this. Who does the gang constantly run into throughout the entire show?
Cabbage guy! Oh my god!
Okay, I know it still sounds like a stretch, but don't worry. We're just
Oh,
getting started.
I'm
Book
sorry.
3,
I was
the gang
full.
goes to see a Fire Nation.
I was full ready. I was believing it right then and there. All right,
play
let's
all
go.
about their adventures.
You guys are not gonna believe this. There's a play about us.
That's wild.
I'm the Avatar, silly. Here to spread joy and fun.
It's basically just Fire Nation propaganda where the Fire Lord is shown as the good guy and wins in the end.
The world
Oh,
is
womp womp.
mine.
But other than that, the plot of the play is surprisingly accurate.
Riddles and challenges must you face.
No, Jet! What did they do to you?
Must destroy.
So where did they get all of this information about the gang?
His sources
True.
include singing nomads, pirates, prisoners of war, and a surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of cabbage.
Oh.
The surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of cabbage.
Oh my god.
Why did the
Chat,
cabbage
he's a
merchant,
spy.
an Earth Kingdom citizen, help
He's
them
a spy,
write
chat.
Fire Nation propaganda? Because he's actually a Fire Nation spy. Okay, wait. Maybe I'm just overthinking this.
Bro, no. Stop. You're not overthinking. You're not overthinking, my guy. You're not. Nope. I am all for it.
Maybe he didn't
He's a spy.
necessarily know
He's a
he was
spy.
helping the Fire Nation. For all we know,
He's a
someone
spy.
just asked him about the Avatar, and he was more than willing to complain about the guy who has destroyed his cabbages many times.
True.
You know, he might be a little petty, but there's no reason to think he's secretly trying to take down the Earth Kingdom. Right?
The cabbage merchant is a sleeper agent.
In Book 2, the cabbage merchant tries to take the ferry to Ba Sing Se, but he gets rejected by the ticket lady.
I told you already. No vegetables on
Oh,
the
shit.
ferry. One
Sorry.
cabbage slug could destroy the entire ecosystem of Ba Sing Se. Security!
My cabbages!
My cabbages!
She destroys his cabbages to avoid risking cabbage slugs from getting into the city. Now, this may seem like a bit of an overreaction, but Ba Sing Se is a closed-off,
Nah, they do that at TSA,
self-contained
don't they?
ecosystem. If the wrong pest got in, it could quickly spread and be devastating
I don't
for
know,
the
I don't
city's
go on planes,
agriculture
so
and economy.
I don't
and
know.
You know what's crazy about all this?
Ugh.
She was right.
What? What?
Look really closely
Is that a slug?
as the cabbage cart gets destroyed, you can just barely see a cabbage slug flying
Are you
through the air.
sure? Are you sure it's not just a piece of lettuce?
Ecosystem of Ba Sing Se.
Listen to what the lady says. A single cabbage slug would destroy the entire ecosystem of Ba Sing Se. If the cabbage merchant actually got into Ba Sing Se,
Oh
like
my
he
god, wait, no,
wanted,
that
he
is a
would have
slug!
personally been responsible
That's a
for the
slug,
downfall
chat!
of the capital of the Earth Kingdom. Okay, that's not like a great look for the cabbage man, but you know, maybe it was just an accident. No, I refuse to
Nah,
accept
dude.
that. Look at this guy. He
He
is
knew.
so passionate and
knew.
obsessed with his cabbages.
Off with their
He
heads!
knew.
One for each head of cabbage!
Literally, his only defining trait is how much he cares about his cabbages.
Does this really seem like the type of guy who wouldn't know if he had cabbage slugs? He's a Fire Nation spy!
Oh my god.
Why? I mean, he clearly has a vendetta against Aang, but why would he be intentionally trying to take down the Earth Kingdom? Well, Aang is not the only one who destroys his cabbages. We've seen him try to enter both Omashu and Ba Sing Se, and both times Earth Kingdom bureaucrats destroyed his cabbages.
What kind of slum do you think this is? Security!
And these are only the times that we actually know about. For all we know, this is a regular occurrence.
Oh my god, Chad. He loves his cabbages so much. He's gonna destroy the world for them. That's the kind of love I need in my life, bro.
For him.
And then he's forced to watch as they immediately let Aang, his mortal enemy, inside directly after him.
My cabbages! Enjoy your mushrooms.
We will.
Security! It is my pleasure to help. All right, we scammed that lady good.
He didn't even have a ticket to get into Ba Sing Se. What the hell? And when Aang
Dude,
does
for
destroy
real.
his cabbages and he tries
I'd
to
be
get
salty
justice,
too.
You're gonna pay for this! Off with their heads! One for each head of cabbage!
guess what the Earth Kingdom authorities do to Aang?
What is your judgment, sire?
Throw them a feast.
Yep.
They throw him a feast. The
That's
cabbage
wild.
merchant has just as much reason to hate the Earth Kingdom. And I think the years of abuse and special treatment for the Avatar radicalized him into becoming a Fire Nation spy, attempting to take down the Earth Kingdom from within using infested cabbages. And you know what? I don't even think this was his only attempt to do this.
I told you already. No vegetables on the ferry.
The ticket lady says, I told you already.
I told you already.
This
Oh
is
my
not the
God.
first time he's tried smuggling cabbage slugs into Ba Sing Se. And when he tried to enter Omashu, listen to why the guards rejected him.
Rotten cabbages? What kind of slum do you think this is?
Rotten cabbages. I think the cabbage man was once again trying to sneak in infested cabbages into Omashu. And you know what? I think this time he actually succeeded. Despite being rejected and having his cabbage cart completely destroyed, just a few minutes later we see him inside of the city with a whole new cart full of cabbages.
My cabbages!
Oh.
My cabbages!
Like what? Did he just find a spare cart
What?
full of cabbages somewhere?
No, I actually think these are the same cabbages. We know from Return to Omashu that there is a secret sewer entrance into the city beneath the gate.
A secret passage?
What?
Which is exactly where the merchant's cabbages were thrown. So I think the cabbage man went down there to retrieve his cabbages, discovered the secret entrance, and successfully brought the infested cabbages into the city to
Oh
weaken
my
it for
God.
the Fire Nation. And you know what's really
Oh my
crazy
God,
about
Jeff.
this? It worked. The
Wait.
next time we see Omashu, it's been conquered by the Fire Nation.
The Earth Kingdom city of Oh no.
Oh my
They even
god.
make a point to tell us how surprising this is and how
Chad.
Omashu had never been conquered for the entire 100-Year War.
I can't believe it. I know the war has spread far, but Omashu
Oh
always
my
seemed
god.
untouchable.
Up until now it was.
Chad.
So why is it now suddenly so vulnerable?
The cabbage
It's
man.
Because of the cabbage merchant. And this is also exactly what happened to Ba Sing Se. He was rejected entry,
No.
his cabbages got destroyed, but then later we see him inside of the city with cabbages.
With cabbages.
What did he take the fucking serpent's pass? And then shortly after he arrives and starts selling his cabbages, the city gets conquered by the Fire Nation.
Oh my god.
I'm starting to notice maybe a little
Little pattern
here. You can't
here.
deny it anymore. There's too many connections.
Oh my
the cabbage
God.
merchant is working for the
He's a
Fire Nation
spy,
to help
Chad.
take down the Earth Kingdom and spy on the Avatar. And speaking of which, how exactly is the cabbage merchant spying on the gang? Like, obviously they've bumped into each other a couple times, but Zuko and the Ember Island players have a ton of information about the gang.
Here's what you missed. We went to the Fire Nation, and you got better, and I got a sword, and I think Combustion Man died.
Like, way more than anyone should have. It almost feels like there's something else
Does he have
going
someone on the
And
inside?
if you don't believe me, I reached out to a certified Avatar expert to see if there was any more examples of the Fire Nation knowing things they shouldn't.
Right, so like in book 3, when everyone thinks Aang is
Dude, this
dead,
shit
how does
just keeps going
Zuko's assassin
deeper.
Combustion Man keep finding them? It couldn't have just been dumb luck 3 times in 8 episodes that he was just around, right? Seems unlikely. And how'd they know to put Toph in a wooden cell anyway?
I'm gonna turn you in and collect a reward. Then you metal bend yourself out of jail. Hey, what kind of cell is this?
A wooden one.
If you think about it, no one in the Fire Nation should know that metal bending exists. Toph only created it a few weeks ago, and the only people that have seen it are from the Earth Kingdom and the Fire Nation troops aboard that ship who were probably just horribly killed by the Serpent. And Toph never uses metal bending in her scams in that episode, only earth bending. So why in the world would the Fire Nation town guards think they use a wooden cell when they're not even aware that metal bending is a thing?
Thank you, Mr. Overanalyzing
True.
Avatar. So, how could the Fire Nation possibly know all this? Especially
Right now, we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender cabbage theory. So basically, the theory is that the cabbage man, you know, the man who his cabbages always get busted up and like ruined, and he always goes, "My cabbages!" That guy, he's a spy. He's a spy for the Fire Nation. It's wild, dude. It's wild. It is wild. I am 100% for this theory. like, it's wild. I love the Cabbage Man, and this is wild.
Especially the stuff in Book 3 when the
It's
Cabbage
so
Merchant
crazy.
isn't even around. It's almost like the Fire Nation has another way to spy on the gang. A way that still involves the Cabbage Merchant, even if he isn't nearby. Okay, here's where my theory goes into full-on tinfoil hat conspiracy mode, so just brace yourself.
Okay.
There's
We're getting
a
crazy.
really strange detail in the episode The Puppet Master, an episode that the Cabbage Merchant isn't even in. But still, I honestly think it's one of the strangest things in the entire show. In this episode, the gang goes to a Fire Nation market and Katara buys a cabbage. Except there's something very weird about this cabbage. It clearly has a very creepy looking face on it. Like, huh? I swear, this is actually in the show.
never noticed
I did not
that.
edit this in. It's never even acknowledged in the episode. It's just a weird, creepy face watching the characters for no reason. Why in the world would the animators include this? It's so weird. Okay, so I have a theory, but what I'm about to say is gonna sound completely insane. It's probably the stupidest possible thing I could say, but what if the Cabbage Merchant is using the cabbages to spy on the gang? Yes,
Oh my
I
God.
believe that the Cabbage Merchant is a cabbage bender.
What is a cabbage bender?
Okay, wait, don't go. I know that sounds stupid, but I swear it makes sense. Just hear me out. In this show, there is a precedent for being able to spy on people through vegetation, with the swamp.
I think I know how to find them. Everything is connected. Come on, we've gotta hurry.
And it isn't even just like an avatar power either. Toph can use the swamp vines to literally see the entire world.
I'm more connected to the world than you've ever been. I can see Sue and Lin, Zhao Fu and
I've never
Republic
seen
City.
this. What is this from?
Everything.
Now, obviously, this cabbage
Oh,
is
is that
not
the new
part
one?
of the swamp. But a major theme of Avatar is how separation is just an illusion and everything is connected.
I get how the tree is one big thing, but the whole world?
Sure. You think you're any different from me, or your friends, or this tree?
The greatest illusion of this world is the illusion of separation. Things you think are separate and different are actually one and the same. Even the separation of the 4 elements is an illusion.
We're all connected. Everything is connected.
So everything in this world, including the cabbage merchant and cabbages across the entire world, are connected. And I think the merchant is somehow tapping into this connection to spy on the gang. I think, like, technically you could do this with anything in Avatar. He's just, like, really honed his ability on cabbages. He's cabbage bending, and I have evidence to prove it. This weird spiritual connection to cabbages explains why he's so obsessive and protective of them.
That is some beautiful art, dude.
One for each head of cabbage.
And it also explains why he's constantly...
I once went on a cabbage
feeling them for some reason. He's not just randomly caressing a cabbage, he's connecting with it through cabbage bending. And if you don't believe me, one time while he's feeling a cabbage, we can see him literally sense the gang coming. Like, yeah, there was a falling sound, but if you listen closely, he senses them before we can hear the sound. He sensed them through
the cabbage!
This also explains how he would have been able to find the secret entrance into Omashu. His cabbages fell down near the entrance, allowing him to sense it. I know it sounds crazy, but the evidence is here. The cabbage merchant is cabbage bending. Every time we see cabbages in this show, the merchant is using them to spy on the gang. He is always watching them. He's not just some random, funny background character. He is a highly skilled double agent working for the Fire Nation. And if you still, after all of this, don't believe that, then let me ask you this. How did a failing cabbage merchant get enough money to start an extremely successful technology company in the Legend of Korra?
Cabbage Corp, Republic City's trusted name in technology for over 50 years.
No! Not my Cabbage Corp!
They even built a massive statue of him in Republic City. They don't just hand these out. Not even Katara got a statue. The cabbage merchant built his empire with blood money he was paid by the Fire Nation to take down the Earth Kingdom. And he has gone on to become one of, if not the most rich and powerful people in all of Avatar. Alright, there you go. Bet you didn't expect the My Cabbages guy to be the true villain of the show. You know, at least he doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. In fact, in Legend of Korra, his company is actually the main supplier of airships for the Earth Kingdom now. So, you know, it seems like he's gotten over his grudge. Maybe this is even his way of trying to make up for all the damage he's done to the Earth Kingdom. You know, maybe this story actually has a happy ending after all.
Don't worry, I have a plan. These airships that Cabbage Corp sold to the Earth Kingdom are way cheaper than the ones Future Industries built. Now that's just shoddy workmanship.
Oof.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's still fucking doing it.
What?
The controls are busted. It's not my fault this airship's a hunk of junk.
Even generations later, the cabbage merchant is still secretly weakening the Earth Kingdom.
Oh my god.
Is he still working for the Fire Nation? Wait a second. No, he can't be. In Legend of Korra, the Earth Kingdom and the Fire Nation are not enemies anymore. The new Fire Lord is even like super against the idea of fighting the Earth Kingdom.
The Fire Nation has spent too much of its history fighting nonsense wars, and I refuse to drag my nation into another one unless there's no other choice.
Why is the cabbage merchant still doing this? Who is he working for?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's so obvious. How did I miss this? The cabbage merchant is a member of the Red Lotus. The Red Lotus is an anarchist organization from Legend of Korra Book 3. And we're told that there are more Red Lotus spies out there, even though we never actually end up seeing them.
And even with Zahir locked up
my
again, we still
God.
don't know how many Red Lotus members might
He's
be
a spy,
out there.
That kind of sounds familiar. They hate governments and secretly took down the Earth Kingdom from within. You know, that actually kind of reminds me of someone. They hate the Avatar and even tried to kill her.
Now, destroy the Avatar!
Off with their heads! One for each head of cabbage!
And each member of the Red Lotus is a highly unique and specialized bender. Cabbage bender.
Cabbages!
No, that's crazy. He can't be.
Oh my
He's not an
God,
anarchist.
Chad.
He's just the funny cabbage guy.
No, he's a spy.
The Red Lotus is a group that originally split off from the White Lotus.
We are what the White Lotus was meant to be, but after the 100-Year War, the White Lotus lost its true purpose. Its members came out of hiding and openly served the Avatar.
And you know, you'd probably think that if they're just like the White Lotus but more extreme, their logo would probably be just a red version of the White Lotus's logo, but no. They did a full-on redesign. It doesn't even look like a lotus flower anymore. But you know what it does look like?
A cabbage.
A fucking cabbage! It's a fucking red
It's a
cabbage! You can't
cabbage.
keep getting away with this! Fuck!
The cabbage man.
Okay, bye!
Oh my
Thanks for watching
God.
my funny cabbage video. Goodbye! I think I might have really fucked up my voice on this one.
Oh my God, I need to
that's my
send this to
theory. Thanks
Kenji
again
right
to
now.
Overanalyzing
I need
Avatar
to send
for
this
helping
one to
out with this theory.
Kenji.
That guy has like an encyclopedic knowledge
Oh
of
my
this
God,
show,
hold
so
on.
go check him out.
A cabbage merchant in Avatar? What are you talking about?
I know I'm not like the first person to ever notice some of these details, but
I need to send
as
this to
far as I can
Kenji,
tell,
like,
no one's
right
actually
now.
connected all the dots
Video
like this before.
suggestions.
I'm still working on that big old final SpongeBob bonus video that I keep talking about. I know you guys have been waiting a long time for it, but you know, it's just a very big project, and I still gotta post smaller videos like this in the meantime. That video is gonna be over 4 hours long, and over an hour and a half of it is just new SpongeBob theory content, so it'll be worth the wait, I promise, and it
Okay.
should be a nice send-off to the SpongeBob part of my channel. But if you want an early look at one of the new SpongeBob mini theories that's gonna be in the video, you can watch it on my Patreon right now for $5. And also you get some other cool stuff too, and you get to support a little guy like me. That's nice. All right, that's Cabbage Theory. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.
All right, I sent it to Kenji.
Oh, wait, I forgot one last thing. This mouse is also a Fire Nation spy. In book 1,
What?
there's a scene where Iroh is just like chilling in the Earth Kingdom, and then a random mouse comes up to him and straight up warns him about the Earth Kingdom soldiers coming.
What?
You startled me, little one. But it was a very sweet nap.
Oh my God.
Like, there is no other way to interpret this. This mouse was 100% warning Iroh. And then, 6 episodes later, Momo brings Katara a mouse that looks exactly the same. The mouse was spying on the gang. Momo just
Oh
saved their
my
lives. That was a fucking
God.
Fire Nation spy mouse.
What? You can't just leave me like that, bro. You can't. What? You can't just leave me like that, bro. What? Oh. Dude. My brain is blown, dude. That's wild. Oh. My mom's calling my dog to go outside and go pee-pees. Is she in here or is she down the stairs? I don't see her in here. Did she crawl under the desk? No. Tsuki, are you in the closet? She likes to hide in the closet. Maybe she went out already. I don't know. Anyway. Bro, that's wild. You can't just leave me with that. The mouse was a spy too? I 100% believe that. Oh, I 100% believe that. Oh my God. Should we watch another one of his videos? Or should we play a game? I might. What time is it? Oh, she didn't go outside? I might have to like step out for a sec to like take my dog outside. Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. My dog needs, I need to take my dog outside. BRB. Oh my god, I'm breaking things. Okay, sorry. Oh. Alright. Okay. What are we thinking, chat? Do we want to react to another one, or play a game, or call it good for tonight on the streaming? I mean, he has this Miss Frizzle one. Might be a fun one. Let's see. Good job, Zuki Dio. See, it was not so hard. What else does he have on here? Oh, these are all really old. Okay, what are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's go. Okay. What do we want to watch? Ooh, we have 45 minutes of Karens who got what they deserved. We don't have to watch the whole thing. We don't have to watch the whole thing. It's fine. Or we can play a game. I don't know what game. Minecraft, maybe? There is stuff I gotta do on the server. I need to pick up my stuff because I died. Oh my god, chat. I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow. Good night, Katie Bud. Good night! My mom just doxed my name. It's fine, most people on here already know my name because of my old names on this channel. Anyway. I'm dying, chat. I'm dying, chat. Oh my god. Look who's back. I'm alive. You're alive. Dude, you just missed the craziest video. Dude. We just watched a video on a theory about how the Cabbage Man from Avatar is actually a spy for the Fire Nation. It was wild, dude. It was wild. Don't worry, I'm gonna edit it and like repost it. Been busy. I've been busy too. This is my first stream in a fat minute, bro. Shorts on TikTok. ear itches. I'm gonna get, how was my holiday? Which holiday was it recently? Martin Luther King Day? I worked. Wasn't that the most recent holiday? Oh, Christmas. My Christmas was good. Yeah, it was good. Martin Luther King Day. You worked on Christmas? I did work on Christmas, but I got that extra money from it. The extra money, you know. That holiday pay, baby. But yeah, I've been working a lot recently. But I have like the next 4 days off. I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow and Saturday, and I'll be home on Sunday, and then I don't work Monday. Yeah. Wild stuff, bro. Wild stuff. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe, yeah. We could stream. That would be fun. I'm gonna stream tomorrow on TikTok, though. On TikTok. My, getting ready for the con little makeup stream, you know? Yeah, a TikTok stream. Tomorrow. And maybe on Saturday, too? I don't know. I'm gonna be at someone else's house, so I'm not sure. Supposed to be sick. It's gonna be sick. Me and my bestie are gonna be twinning. I don't know if I want to wear the twinning outfit on Friday or on Saturday, because I also want to wear my Spider-Gwen suit. I do be busy, bro. And dude, tomorrow is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna get up. I gotta go get my hair cut, and then I gotta figure out if I'm gonna be wearing our matchy outfits or if I'm gonna do Spider-Gwen, and then on that figure out how I'm gonna style my hair and what I'm gonna do for makeup. You get up, what's that like? Oh, you know, alarm goes off, you know, hit snooze, hit snooze again, your other alarm goes off, hit snooze, just keep hitting snooze on all the alarms, basically, until I actually need to get up, and then I get up. Okay, it depends on if it's like a day off, like tomorrow, or like well, tomorrow I actually have shit to do, so I need to I gotta get up. I'm hoping to get up around 9 tomorrow, maybe 8, and then go get my hair cut, give my dog a bath, and then I need to pack my bags still, figure out what I'm gonna wear, figure out how I want to do my makeup and my hair. I'm gonna have a hat on, though, so that's good. I won't have to do too much for my hair. I think I'm gonna do low pigtails maybe, and then my new bangs will kind of fall out of the hat or something. Give your dog a bath before your haircut. But then I don't want to smell like wet dog when I go to get my haircut. Yeah, I mean, yeah. True. And then she's gonna be mad at me though. If I give her a bath and then leave, she's gonna get mad at me. That's fine. I mean, I'll be back after I leave, but then I'm gonna leave again, and then I'm gonna not be home until Sunday, and she's gonna be really mad at me. Give her a treat. Oh yeah, true. I can give her a treat. She's getting a little. Where is she? Can she? Where? She's getting a little on the tubby side. She needs to lose a little bit of weight. Sure, we're trying to put her on a little bit of a diet, but she doesn't like the diets. She is going on more walks though lately, so that's good. I mean, she likes to go on walks now, so there's that. She's losing a little bit of weight on the chunky doggy. No, yo. Oh, nothing compared to her sister though. Oh my god, her sister is so chunky. Oh my god, it's wild. She is so chunky, dude. Should we... trying to decide. Do we watch another video, play a game, or do I go to bed? Stop spoiling them. Okay, I don't live with her sister. Her sister lives with my grandma and my dad and my uncle and my aunt. My uncle, so bad about giving them treats. She's so chunky, dude. Oh, she's so chunky. Go to bed? Well, okay, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, bro. It's 8:57. So, but to be fair, to be fair, with how long it takes me to end stream, it would be 9 o'clock by the time I end. If not 9:10, 9:15, who knows? I'm really bad at ending streams. I have a problem. Up to you. Up to me. I'm indecisive. Can I do a tongue pop? I'm gonna do a tongue pop. Did I make your ears bleed? Is that really loud? I'm sorry, I'll stop. I'm sorry. Just kidding. I'm evil. Mwah, evil. You're running on 2 hours of sleep, bro? You need to go to sleep, bro. You need to go to sleep. Y'all, I showered today. Pretty fire. You should shower. What sleep? No, for real, I felt that. Oh my god. Dude. I got so called out at work today. So called out because I slept. I took a fat nap today after my shower, and I didn't get up until like I absolutely had to leave for work. And I got to work, and the dishwasher, he's pretty cool. Every time he sees me, he goes, "Oh!" or like he gasps and says my name, and then like I was like, "Oh my god, hi!" Like, I don't know. He doesn't say, "Oh my god, hi," like that, but I'm gonna do next time he like greets me or says my name, I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, hi. No, but like, he saw me and he was like, he said my name and he was like, let's go. Like, I don't know. I guess he likes working with me or something. I don't know why. But he after he did that, he looked at me. Am I losing my sanity? A little bit, yeah. A lot, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let me finish my story. Okay? Anyway. He looked at me and he I forgot where it was at in the story. For a fat minute. But like he looked at me, he was like, did you just wake up? You look like you just woke up. He called me out so hard. Yes, thank you. I did just wake up. Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. I should have asked because after that I was like, what about me looks like I just woke up? Like is my hair a mess right now? Like, does it look that bad? I knew it was a little frizzy, but like I didn't think it was that bad. And then like the whole fucking service, I was like, oh my god, do I look terrible right now? Bro. Oh, I can't. Oh shit. My phone's dying, which means tracking is dying. Maybe it's a sign to go to bed. See, bro, didn't I tell you? By the time I actually ended the stream, it would be after 9. I'm over here complaining about my coworker yapping, and never stops yapping, and his voice is so painful to my ears, and I'm over here yapping. At least, okay. No, I was talking nonsense, never mind. At least my voice isn't painful to the ears. I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't know. Is my voice painful to your ears? Tell me the truth. Be honest with me. Is my voice painful to your ears? Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Was that painful to your ears? I need to go to bed. I need to sleep. I can't, oh my god. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it, chat. Bruh. Dude, I should get in an alert thing, you know, where it bonks me. Drunk stream win. Honestly, dude. I've been puffing. Dude, I mean, no, I can't deny I got shit to do tomorrow. But, ooh, maybe on Sunday, because I don't work Monday. Dude, we should do a drunk stream on Sunday. I have alcohol, and I also just discovered a new drink that I like. It is so good. Oh my god, do you know those drinks? Oh my god, maybe I can't remember what they're called. Maybe I can pull them up. Google. Yeah, that one. This one. These. Why'd you take me to Amazon? Why is it taking me to These. No. These thingies. Hold on. I got. Oh my god. You can't even see it. You can't even see them. These. You know, these. They have alcohol versions. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? Oh my god. Yeah. Not videos. Yeah. They have hard sodas. I had the mandarin orange one. This one. Where are you taking me? What is this? Don't take me here. Anyway, these. It's telling you to go to bed. But like, oh my god, they're so good. They taste just like the soda. Like, you can't even tell that you're drinking alcohol. It's very dangerous, but they're so good. I love them so much. I'm gonna be getting some of those for the con. The Comic Con. Oh my god, I keep knocking my stuff over. Oh, it would probably take, like, for me to get, like, blackout, it would take 2.5, maybe 3 of those. And then, if I want to buzz, probably, like, half of one of those if I just want a little buzz. If I want to feel drunk, definitely one of those, like a full one. Maybe 1.5. I'm very lightweight. Very lightweight when it comes to alcohol. Oh, my back. My neck. My back. My crack. My neck. Okay, I should really go to bed. Is Kenji gonna stream tonight? It's already 9 o'clock. Where's Kenji? Give me. I love this model so much. I'm barely moving. I love it so much. Okay, I should go to bed. I'm a simple minded. Felt that, dude. I felt that. I should go to bed. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get up early. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. It's so oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. Okay. I'll I'll see you guys on Sunday. We'll do a drunk stream. I don't know what we're gonna do on that stream. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. But until then, stay safe. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. 500 years of juggling? Do you mean juggling? You mean juggling. You mean it. Okay.